Fellow colleagues of the NPSA, good morning and aloha. I am Julius Pelina representing Brigham University, Hawaii, and I am honored to present my research study entitled Political Turncoatism and its impact on the Philippine electoral and socioeconomic system. You can follow along with my interactive digital presentation by scanning this QR code. So if you have a little time, you can just scan it for a quick. For you guys as well, there's something at the back.
This is a great technology here.
Sounds good. All right. Okie dokie. To start with, the current Philippine political party system has limited provisions on how parties are established, affecting the spirit of a free and fair elections for the Philippines. The term turncoatism or turncoat is described as the convenient changing of a political party based on the rise and fall of the highest elected leader of the country. According to Christina Baclig, quote, turncoatism is a commonly used term for politicians who change sides depending on expediency, financial gain, or proximity to the center of power, the presidency, or the person who sits in the Malacanang Palace, the executive office, close quote. The practice of political turncoatism has been directly linked with the weakening of the electoral party system, suggesting that turncoatism reduces political and democratic sustainability. It is for these reasons that the passage of the House Bill 488 would reduce personality-centered politics for the Philippines. The study is structured into 6 key areas, theories, and approaches: the historical background of it, the influence of turncoatism in socio-economic conditions, how it endangers the integrity of the electoral system, the personality-driven politics, the political alignment in the rise and fall of the leading political personality, and lastly, the institutionalization of the House Bill 488. Let's explore with the historical background, beginning with the American colonial period and post-war republic. During this time, Filipinos and American delegates worked together to establish and build a political system for the Philippines. The Tadings-McDuffie Act of 1934 was pivotal in paving the way for independence, framing the Philippine Constitution, which initially adopted a two-party system similar to the United States. However, the hope of replicating the spirit of an American political party system within the Philippine context remained unfulfilled. Instead, we have witnessed a rise of a political party switching and the proliferation of a political factionalism. The 1973 Constitution implemented during Marcos Sr.'s martial law restricted officials from changing party affiliation during their term of office. The Article 12, Section 10 explicitly prohibited party switching during a term or within 6 months, before or after an election unless allowed by law. Despite this provision, Professor Julio Tihanki, one of the key professors from the De La Salle University, notes that during martial law period, the political party Kilosang Bagong Lipunan, led by Marcos Sr., continued to consolidate authoritarian rule, undermining the constitutional safeguards against political turncoatism. After the ousting of Marcos, Corazon Aquino became president, marking a new era for the Philippines. The People Power Revolution led to the 1987 Constitution, which aimed to promote representative democracy. The Article 9, Section 6 boldly proclaims, quote, a free and open party system shall be allowed to evolve according to the free choice of the people, subject to the provisions of this article, close quote. The intent of this article was to promote a true sense of representative democracy within the Philippines, but as a result, it laid a constitutional foundation for a shift from a two-party system to a multi-party system under a presidential form of government. However, as noted by Tihanki and Yuko Kazuya from Keio University, quote, elections in the post-authoritarian era, both local and national, have undergone a substantial transformation, and they have become increasingly candidate-centered in a patronage-driven political culture, close quote. This has resulted in a political inequality that undermines the very spirit of Article 9 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Another area is the influence of turncoatism in socio-economic conditions. Economists Darren Acemoglu and James Robinson highlight a fundamental principle, quote, the political process of a country determines what economic institutions people live under, and it is the political institutions that determine how this process works, close quote. If political institutions are dominated by leaders driven by the desire for power without an ideological philosophy, the likelihood of economic decline becomes significantly higher. As Imogen Robinson challenges the notion that downplays the crucial role of cultural values in shaping the nation's economic prosperity or decline. In the case of the Philippines, they argue that disregarding these cultural values has severely impacted the political landscape. These values are deeply entwined with the functioning political systems or institutions, creating an adverse effect that perpetuates over time. Political reform is essential. A report from the Philippines Office of the Ombudsman states that the functioning political party system promoting platforms over personality-driven politics would significantly impact societal development. Reports from the Philippine Statistics Authority and Dr. Tihanki shows that there's a clear link between political dynasties and poverty. In provinces with fat dynasties, known to be with 2 or more family members in power, 15 provinces in the Philippines have the highest concentrations with over 100 families in control. This highlights the link between income and political inequality, where economic elites dominate political institutions, and constant party switching disrupts policy development and weakens the accountable governance, contributing to a higher poverty incidence. Next is how political turncoatism undermines the integrity of the Philippine electoral system. During the 2017 State of the Nation address, former President Rodrigo Duterte remarked, quote, "The Philippine idea of government is parochial, clan loyalties as well as loyalty to friends and co-workers that no one wanted to be a snitch." Close quote. At present, political parties are not defined by ideology, but rather by personality, political machinery, and financial resources during campaigns. As Joy Asaron aptly observes, quote, "Membership in political parties in the Philippines is often temporary, and loyalty to a party is scarce." Close quote. Instead of fostering a robust platforms, parties are frequently used to consolidate support and promote patronage. Moving forward to the personality-driven politics continues to dominate in the Philippine electoral system. And Filipinos often support politicians based on clan affiliations or popularity rather than competence to perform. The Ateneo Policy Center and the Asian Institute of Management have created a public database to track dynastic politics. In the 2016 election, for example, 811 mayors from political dynasties were elected, with the Bangsamoro region in the Mindanao area having the highest concentration of fat dynasties. Additionally, 61 gubernatorial positions were held by dynastic members as well, particularly in regions 3, 6, and 7. These data shows a link between political dynasties and socioeconomic disparities, especially in regions far from the capital where political clans control multiple levels of governance. Political alignment in the Philippines frequently shift with the changing popularity of leading political figures in the months leading up to the elections. In the 2013 midterm elections, 48 members of former President Arroyo's political party switch affiliations after her term ended in 2010. Analysis from 2016, 2019, and 2022 elections shows that there is a 75% of legislatures switch party affiliations, highlighting the widespread practice of political turncoatism, or in Tagalog we call it balimbing. The shift from Liberal Party dominance in 2016 to Duterte's PDP Laban in 2019 and 2022 shows that political allegiances often prioritize personal survival over party loyalty. Moving forward to the recommendation on political sustainability and the institutionalization of the House Bill 488. House Bill 488, known as the Political Party Development Act, addresses political turncoatism by providing a legal framework. Representative Gloria Macapagal Arroyo refiled the bill in the 19th Congress in 2022 to initiate debate and discussion on turncoatism. This bill aims to restore loyalty and dignity in Philippine politics by reducing party switching, and it is divided into 5 distinct chapters: the declaration of policy, purposes, and coverage, the institutionalization of political parties, the state subsidy fund, the disclosure and performance monitoring, and miscellaneous provisions. Therefore, if House Bill 488 is enacted, or has it been go into a law, It holds the potential to revitalize the Republic of the Philippines by upholding an enduring governmental ideals, promoting ethical standard, which is most important, and ensuring accountability for all Filipino politicians. Let us work together for democratic sustainability of our nations. Mabuhay ang ganap na demokrasya. Thank you, and mahalo for listening.